Lesson 5, Grouping and Merging. Restore and colorize old family picture. Let us review first our lesson 3 and our lesson 4. In our lesson 3, we have an old picture that we restored and put borders around it. And in our lesson 4, we have an old black and white pictures that we colorized. So in your lesson number 5, we will combine both our lesson 3 and our lesson 4. But before that, let me teach you first how to group and how to merge layers in your Photoshop. I will teach you now how to group your layers using folders. So let's say you're already finished coloring your black and white pictures. As you can see here, I've got edits right here, and I have here a lot of edits or a lot of layers for my colors. So I want to group them. So how can I group them? So you have here at the bottom a folder, okay? So create a new group. That is your grouping folder. So I can click on top here, okay, my first layer on top. Then I will click my folder. So click a folder here to create a new group. Then you have there group 1. Okay, after that, I can select all those layers that I want to put into this group right here. So I will click the first hue and saturation right here. Then I will press my shift and click the last one right here at the bottom. So I've selected all the edits that I want to put into group 1. Next, click and drag them into the group 1 folder. Then let go. Okay, now you can see them that they are inside your group 1 now. I can click this arrow to hide them, and all your edits are now inside your group 1. Then I will rename group 1 here. I will just double click it, then rename it as colors. You can make as many folders as you want here. Okay, just click the folder and you can add as many folders as you want. Then how do you delete them? Just click on those folders and drag them down here into your bin. Okay, there's a bin here at the bottom. Just click it and drag it down. Okay, so why are folders here important? Okay, let's say for this picture here, I can just click this visible layer right here, the visibility. When I tick this one, so all the colors will disappear. Okay, at the same time, when I click it back or tick it back, it will all be visible. So I don't have to go inside here or tick it one by one. Okay, you can check your work by just clicking the visibility of this folder. Then you can see your black and white pictures right there. Next one, let's insert a border here. Okay, let's try to insert a border here. Last time I taught you that if you want to insert a border, you can go to image, canvas size, and do everything right here. Okay, so let's try this one here, okay, for our work today. So my default or my active layer now is layer 1 right here. Then I'm clicking relative. Next, I will put there 0.5. Then the height is 0.5 as well. Then the extension color is, I can choose from foreground, background, and I've got other options here. White, black, gray. I will choose white here for now. Okay, white. Then I will click OK. After clicking OK, then it will show here. But the borders here doesn't look correct. Okay, doesn't look right as you can see there. Okay, I've got a blank space here on top. You've got not equal spaces as well on the sides here. Okay, so why? What happened here? Okay, and how can we do it correctly? So let me teach you. So let's go back first. I will click my history, then I will go back, okay, to our last work here. Okay, the thing that you have to remember here is after you put folders, after you have layer 1 there, okay, tick your background right here. Okay, so your background must be visible as well. Okay, again, background must be visible. After that, you right click, okay, right click on the background, then you have there merge visible. Okay, you have there merge visible. So what does this one mean? Meaning if you've got visible layers there, okay, visible layers there, they will merge together. Okay, so 3 will become just 1. So I will right click my background here, I will click merge visible, then you have there now a merged work. Okay, you have a merged work there. Next, I will go to my image, I will go to my canvas. Next, tick relative. Okay, mine is white here again, then 0.5, then 0.5 here, then after that I will click OK. So I have there now the correct border, which is white borders around. Reminders, kids, before you merged your work here, okay, be sure to save it first as PSD file. Okay, again, before you merge your work, be sure you save it first as PSD file. Why? Because after you merged here, and if you save this one here, you cannot see your folders anymore there. You cannot see your other layers anymore there. The only layer that you can see there is background, as you can see now. But if you save it, let's say here, okay, I'll go back to my history here. Okay, merge visible, delete group. Okay, so before you merge these 3, be sure you file, save as, and save it as a Photoshop file or a PSD file, so that every time, okay, every time you need to change colors here or to change something here, you can still edit your file. If you merge it and you save it as PSD, the next time you open it, you will not see any layers there anymore, and you cannot edit your files anymore. So let me be clear, save your work as PSD file first before you merge all those layers, so that if you want to change something someday, you can still go back and change it. Classwork 5. Look for an old black and white photograph of your parents or grandparents or any of your family members. Restore it if it has any scratches and tears, colorize it, and put white borders. So these are some examples of old black and white family pictures. As you can see here, these are real black and white pictures. And we also have here these 2 black and white pictures. And also this one here. The top picture here is quite difficult to color because you've got lots of people in the background. You've got plants and some trees. But if you like the challenge, it's fine for me. The bottom picture here is also a very good example of an old black and white family picture. These are examples of the finished work from the old picture, old black and white picture, to the colorized with border picture. Also this one here, from the old black and white picture to a colorized one. So how do you submit your work? When you're done doing your restoring and your coloring, I want you to save the original picture as number nickname underscore pic1.jpg. Okay? It has to be the original picture, the picture that you took the first time, okay, with scratches, at the same time with tears and with some stains right here. Okay, then save the completed picture or the picture with colors already as number nickname underscore pic2.jpg. So I want both of these pictures, okay, both of these pictures saved into your Google Drive folder. I taught you last week in your last lesson how to make your folder and how to submit it. Okay, so again, these two pictures, rename it, save it as a JPEG file, then put it inside your folder in your Google Drive.